The debate over whether to putt or chip from the fringe or closely around the green goes on and on. Well, the putt chip shot is a great combination of the two, and we're going to go over that in today's lesson. We're going to discuss how to set up, how to execute the shot, and how it's so useful on those delicate shots right around the green. So we're going to discuss the putt chip today, which is a little different than your traditional greenside bump and run. The bump and run's a little bit more of an aggressive shot. The putt chip is more delicate. This is a perfect example here where I've got a little bit of a downhill slope. I've got a fast green. It's running away from me. So I want a shot that's going to hit the green and be a little bit more dead with some backspin. I don't want it to hit and roll aggressively. So I've made the decision here that I can't putt it based on some fluffy grass here. Sometimes you might have a ball mark in your way, or you're into the grain on the fringe. Whatever it may be, there's a lot of times a reason here where we need just a little bit of loft, but we want that ball to get on the green as quickly as possible and perform just like a putt. So you can choose a variety of clubs. I've got a pitching wedge here. I like this for short, delicate shots around the green. You can also use a 7-iron if you want a little more roll out of it. That's up to you. You just got to experiment and see what works best for your game. So to set up here, we're going to take our putting grip, which for me is a left-hand low grip. I've basically got my putting stance, which is fairly narrow, about hip width. I'm going to lean my weight forward, which means my head comes with me. My hands, I'm not going to artificially press them. I'm just going to let them come forward with the lean. And I'm going to play the ball a little bit back of center, not too dramatically, just enough. And I'm simply going to make my putting stroke. Now, I want my eyes over the ball, much like when I putt, so that means I'm in a bit of a more vertical setup. That may mean that the toe is going to contact the ball rather than hitting right in the sweet spot. And that sometimes is a very good thing, because that toe is gonna produce a much more soft hit. So especially if it's running away from you, a little bit of a toe hit's not gonna be bad. So again, putting grip, putting stance, eyes over the ball, weight a little bit forward, let my hands drift forward a little with it, and play the ball a little bit back, and then I'm simply going to hit down and through it. The forward lean helps me hit down, which is what sets this aside from a putting motion. But I do need to hit down, let the ball pop up a little bit. You're going to see it's real soft, backing up, and it's going to be a much more controlled shot than a bump and run. So I've got a great situation here for a putt chip. Again, I'm taking my putting grip, my putting stance with my eyes over the ball, weight's a little bit left, hands a little bit forward, ball's back, and I'm going to hit down and through it with my putting stroke. So here's how it's done. It's simple and it works. If you have an idea for a lesson, please submit it in the Ask Maria section on mygolfinstructor.com.